So, the final whistle has gone at Anfield, and this is game over. It is Liverpool 4. That's 4 of your precious goals. Arsenal 0. Goals from Sadio Mane, Diogo Jota, Mohamed Salah, and Takumi Minamino, sending Liverpool to second place in the table, Errol. And I said this during our watch long. If you'd have said after about 25, 30 minutes, it's going to be 4-0, I would have been very, very shocked. Because I reckon for about half an hour, it was very cagey. And then Liverpool started creating chances, and it felt like it was about to come, maybe that first goal. But for half an hour or so, it didn't feel like a 4-0 game. It felt like Arsenal. Like when you see a 4-0 result, you think, oh, it's the same old Arsenal have turned up at Anfield and had themselves webbed.
Fell apart.
But they never, I thought it was very much a game for half an hour. Mikel Arteta decides to fight our manager. And then from there on in, pretty much, Liverpool was sparked into life.
Yeah, it was almost like the game, if you watch the game from 93 minutes back, that's how we normally play Arsenal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They start off ridiculously, but then as the game goes on, like, right, let's not get snotted, boys, and let's just defend as a little bit more of a unit, and let's just be a little bit more cagey. And that would have answered for like the last 70 minutes, as in the last first 20 minutes for us. So it was a weird game, and that it was just like upside down. But I think you're 100% right when you say that moment where Arteta kind of gets into an altercation with Klopp, that just not only does it ignite something in our backroom staff, it ignites something in the players, it ignites something in the crowd, and from that moment it really just looked like he was turning the screws on this Arsenal side. They was trying to get confidence before that in terms of being a little bit more defensively stubborn, but you could just start to see that there was starting to become cracks in their defence, and it wasn't long before we exploited it. Ramsdale pulls off a couple of saves where he probably should do better in terms of shaving them cleaner than what he does, but after he makes those saves, we can't find the back of the net, and then it's again that man Trent comes up with the goods in terms of his assist for that first goal, and from there it looked like we kind of really asserted our dominance in the game.
Yeah, we absolutely did. Like I say, Mikel Arteta might be man of the match just for getting the crowd. I've got a few comments here. We'll chat about a few individual players now, and then obviously we've got our player ratings and we've got your reactions as well. So I say, if you go to the Redmen TV Twitter account after Redmen TV, there's a tweet there asking for your match reactions. Please give as many of those as you can there, and Errol will be reading the best of those out later. But I will take a couple of comments now from our Club Legend Discord chat. Like I say, subscribers to the Redmen TV as Club Legends, you get special access to the Discord chat. You get 20% off merch. You get some free merch as well. You get tickets to the live show. So if you are a member of a club, you are a club captain, maybe consider upgrading. If you're not a member at all and you do want to come and join us, have a little think about being a club legend. I was talking here in the Club Legends chat about Oxlade-Chamberlain. Saki Wall's great name, by the way, says the fact that Ox is our fifth or sixth choice centre mid. I think he's less than that, by the way, but fair enough. And we're still miles better than the Arsenal midfield kind of says it all. Liverpool's strength in depth might be better than we all say that, Errol.
Yeah, when we've got that full complement and everybody's available,
it's great.
Yeah, it is great. When it's there bare, and we don't want to become over reliant on these players. And I think from an Oxford's perspective, he's had to take his opportunities. Now he's got a run of games, and I think it's done him the world of good, because it shows to not only Klopp, it shows to the fan base whenever he's going to be needed this season, wherever he's going to be used as an understudy for Bobby if everybody's fit, or he's going to be drafted back into that midfield, he can come and do a job for us. So that is good. It's just, I like to have those options when everybody's available, because Klopp doesn't have the headache of, I can only play what's in front of me and what's available. I can pick and choose what style is going to suit us against the opponent. So I don't know if he would have started this game if everybody was fit today, but the fact that he did, he absolutely stepped up, and I think he had a really good game, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought again, we can go individual. I can't wait for the player rating show, because I'm guessing
you can wax lyrical about a lot of players.
I might be giving out a lot of high numbers, which hasn't been the case over the last few weeks. What I want to speak about there's a few players who coming into this match, we were saying we need a big game from, well, how's he feeling, fitness and whatever, and one of those was Thiago.
Yeah.
And again, I know Sky gave man of the match on their coverage to Salah. I think there's 5 or 6 options, and I'll be delighted and interested to see what the guys on the play rating show, the voters decide. But I thought Thiago, we mentioned about that scrappy first half hour, and it was all a bit messy and all that, but Thiago from minute 1 was amazing. He was on it. Calm on the ball, winning tackles, nice passes, very, very fluent. I thought we saw the best of Thiago Alcantara. What we bought him for in the first place, I think he displayed it there.
Oh yeah, he's different gravy. He just shows the level that he is. And you said what we bought him for, because we know when he came, we had a world class. He was in, the FIFA's 11 of that season when we bought him. Obviously, Bayern had just come off winning the Champions League. All those things, you just knew what kind of quality that he brought to this squad. We haven't had the luxury of being able to see that on so many occasions. But today, against, again, an Arsenal team where you'd think that midfield battle was where it was going to be won and lost, especially because they seem to have packed that midfield a little bit more than what we did and padded it out. He was just amazing. And I think we've said it a few times, game management, how we control the game, the tempo, how we dictate. We haven't got that kind of linchpin player at the moment. But when he's on his game, we haven't got a better player than him to do that role.
Yeah, he's amazing. Like I'm just looking at the stats here for the game now, and again, a total dominance shows in the stats. 19 shots from Liverpool. 9 of those shots were on target. Adam Ramsdale makes a couple of very good saves and stuff like that.
Yeah.
630 passes to their 364. Like I say, for half an hour, it felt a rather even game, but then Liverpool put the afterburners on. Yeah. And in the end, again, if not for some very, very good saves from their goalie, it could have been 5, 6, 7 quite easy. And what I've noticed, that even throughout all this barren run that Liverpool have had, or I say barren run, 2 games not winning, one defeat after like 20 odd games, the goal threat's always been there. So even the draw against Brighton, we scored twice. We scored 2 against West Ham. Mane has a very good chance to make it 3 at the end. We've had a few issues, and rightly so, especially in midfield at times, but we have still got such a goal threat. And if Liverpool are going to win anything this season, like that's what's going to carry us there, because we are scoring goals from, we are making chances for fun. The XG is ridiculous. The chances created, the goals, the shots on target. As an attacking force, there's not that much wrong with Liverpool, but in a very good place.
No, we definitely are. We've looked strong from the start of the season, really. We kicked on from how we was towards the back end, and I think the confidence has come back in these lads. Definitely think having a full complement of the Anfield crowd in our home games has served us well in the last couple of months. We know we've got performers that like to play up to the crowd, in the likes of Mane and Firmino and stuff like that, but just we've become so reliant on that front three. It's just nice to see them all teeing each other up for goals again now. Yep. They all seem to have big smiles on their faces. They're all just in sync with each other. I am just made up that we've got them all flying again, and it's all happened at the same time. Something's just switched on and they're all back in that rhythm. Whereas before it was like spits and spurts, where you'd get one that was doing head and shoulders above the others, typically Salah. Yeah. and then the others would just be there kind of poor man understudies. Whereas at the moment they're all contributing towards the same level and quality. And I felt like Mane was absolutely amazing today. He looked a little bit shaky to begin with, but I think that was just the style of the game. It was a little bit bitty, as you said. It was dead scrappy. But as soon he was the one that kind of had that needle in him, and then obviously he's just in the right place for that delivery from Trent. And again, he is the one that's got the aerial threat for us in that front three.
Even though they're only small lads. Yeah.
Exactly. Jota is the one who, in the box, he's probably going to have the best composure out of the three.
Which we saw. And
then you also know that Salah is always going to be the one that's going to put defenders on their arse for fun and twist them in and out on a regular basis, and that's what he done for the whole 90 minutes. I feel like Tavares, we was asking who was it going to be up against him, and he had an awful second half, and it just goes to show, lads, when they see that they're playing Salah on the weekend, they just think, may as well have the weekend off.
Yeah, he had a bit of a shock, and he gets an assist for that, for Jota's goal, if nothing else. And like I say, we're gonna go more into detail. We'll go through some individual players later. We've got player ratings coming up shortly. We've got your match reaction as well. Like I say, go over to Redmen TV and reply to the tweet with the match reaction tweet. Errol will read out the best of those comments later on as well. We will have our instant match reaction show. We will go more in depth on this game, 20-25 minutes or so, talking through all the major incidents and events. If you aren't a subscriber to Redmen Plus, head over as this show ends to redmentv.com, sign up as a club captain, enter the code Redmen Plus, all one word in capitals, and you won't be charged for your first month's subscription. You can watch that show. As I say, we've got the final word for this game coming from Monday. You will have access to our entire back catalogue of documentaries. We've got the Cop Chronicles, we've got our Madrid documentary, obviously our amazing Hendo 10 docu-series, as well as absolutely tons, and you can watch it for completely £0, pence, euros, yen, whatever currency it is, dollars, whatever
crypto,
it is,
whatever it is, just get over there and watch it, man.
Zilcho. So go over there, sign up to the redmentv.com. Like I say, use code Redmen Plus, you won't be charged. Me and Errol are about to take a quick break now. Keep an eye on the YouTube channel, because in a short while we're here with your match reaction, then the player ratings, and then the aforementioned instant match reaction as well. Errol, it's been an absolute blast. That was the final whistle show. Liverpool 4, Arsenal 0. See you later.
Nice one for watching that. If you enjoyed that, get on to Redmen Plus. It's a Liverpool streaming service. It's Netflix for Reds. Over 30 brand new and exclusive interviews, documentaries and shows every single month. If you join as a club captain, you can have your name at the end of every single Redmen TV video. Join now, redmentv.com. You will not regret it.